guys, it's me, Meteor, and welcome to another edition of What is Kirby Canon? This time we're talking about Daroach and Dark Nebula. Daroach made his first appearance in Kirby's Squeak Squad. In this game, he had a little bit of a mishap with Kirby. Presumably after taking on Zero, Marx, and pretty much every other Kirby villain known to man, Kirby just wanted a little break to have some strawberry shortcake. Unfortunately, he had that stolen from him, which I'm guessing caused him to trigger. Of course, Kirby thought it was DDD who stole his cake. Probably because he stole all the food in the first game, even though DDD was long since reformed by then. Of course, Kirby will soon realize that he was not the one who originally stole his cake. In fact, King DDD had one of his own chests stolen. Then we find the true culprit make their first appearance, the Squeaks. Fun fact though, if you slow down the video of Kirby getting his cake stolen, you can see something that kind of resembles a Waddle Dee, maybe hinting at the fact that a Waddle Dee was the one who stole the cake all along, and therefore Kirby just goes on a murderous rampage for nothing. Of course none of this is confirmed, and that may just be a placeholder image they forgot to change, so we'll just say that it was the Squeaks who stole the cake. The Squeaks consist of 4 main members and a bunch of minions. The first one is Storo, he's the brawn of the family. We got Doc, who is the one who actually makes everything, and he's the brains of the family. There's Spinny, who's speedy and is a ninja. And of course, Daroach is the leader. As Kirby approaches the Squeak space to get his cake back, he meets up with Daroach twice, but both times Daroach throws him off his trail by summoning Doc, who uses Mecha Kracko and Yadogain. It isn't until Kirby reaches the base on Ice Island where Daroach decides to fight Kirby head on for real this time. And as Kirby finally defeats him and gets the cake that he so desires, Meta Knight snatches the chest right from under his palms. Meta Knight even goes one step further and locks himself behind Kirby with the Star Seals. Unfortunately, Kirby has those and is able to give chase to Meta Knight in the Secret Sea. Meta Knight fled to the Secret Sea for a very good reason. That's where the halberd was sunk, and he was using that time he bought to bring up the halberd once again. As Kirby approaches Meta Knight, you will see the background going up further and further. The halberd is rising out of the water to fly. But you would also notice that Meta Knight did not offer Kirby a sword this time, because he knew that Kirby was greatly in the wrong in this situation. Kirby of course defeats Meta Knight, and just when he thinks he's going to get his cake back, the Squeaks follow behind him and take the chest from him. Now whether Daroach wanted riches, power, is unknown, but one thing's for sure, he didn't get either of those once he opened the chest. In fact, he got a face full of purple smoke. That's right, Dark Nebula, a form of dark matter, possessed him. Despite its poor translation, Dark Nebula, or Dark Zero in Japan, is known as Lord of the Dark, which makes sense considering Zero was the leader of dark matter. Regarding Dark Nebula, however, it seems that Dark Nebula is able to go well beyond just possessing its host and increase its power exponentially. Now we've seen dark matter possess people, but nothing like this. Dark Daroach is a force to be reckoned with. But as Dark Daroach is defeated, he drops his triple star and we grab it to give chase to the true culprit here. Dark Nebula holds the power of many elements under its arsenal. It has ice, fire, and electricity. This is the third version of dark matter we've seen that has the power of the elements. The first being gooey, and the second being miracle matter. You can also notice the triple stars icon there at the bottom right. It shows orange, blue, and green, the 3 elements that Dark Nebula uses, and it also explains why the triple star is Dark Nebula's main weakness. Of course, Dark Nebula doesn't even need that weapon to defeat it. You can defeat Dark Nebula without anything special whatsoever, being one of the few versions of dark matter that can be destroyed, not by any particular element or weapon to do so. In the end, dark matter's return is cut short, and Kirby heads back home where the Squeaks give him one last piece of cake to make up for all the troubles and mishaps that they've had, where they go on to search for treasure elsewhere. This leads into the next game where Daroach makes his appearance, and that is Kirby Mass Attack. In this game, he is in the Popopo Islands in search of treasure. Metals, specifically. Daroach admits that normally Spinny's the one who searches out for treasure, but he feels like taking a break right now, so that's why he requests us to do the job for him. Before this quote, it was debated constantly whether Spinny was a female or a male, because its gender was never really given in Japan. However, it wasn't until this game where that was confirmed. Now wait, some may say, I read that in the Japanese release of Squeak Squad, they reveal Spinny as a female. I thought this was a little odd, so I decided to do my own research. I got the help of IQ's Kirby from the Kirby Wiki, Teo.exe, and all of the Kirby Amino to try and get to the bottom of this. It's not the Japanese version of the Squeak Squad, it's not in the Japanese version of Mass Attack, it's not in the instruction booklet for Squeak Squad, it's not in the 20th anniversary art book, and it's not even on the official Nintendo website of Japan. There is no mention of Spinny's gender anywhere outside of Mass Attack for the US release, so for all intents and purposes, Spinny is male. Daroach mentions a few other things too, such as the fact he views the crew as family, the fact he once had a love life, the fact that Doc is the one who built the airship he's standing on right now, and even the fact that he remembers the whole issue with Kirby and the cake. Once you collect all the medals for Daroach, he gives you the survival rush mode and sails off, never to be seen again. And that is also where this episode comes to its close. Next time, we'll be talking about Krakow. See you guys then.